Welcome, y'all, to So You Mean to Tell Me, the podcast, season 2, episode 6. If you're returning, welcome back. I missed you. If this is your first time, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, go ahead and give us a 5-star rating, and go ahead and drop me a review to let me know what you think about the show. We're going to go ahead and get right into it, because if you know, I usually drop my podcast episodes every 2 weeks. But it has been a whopping 4 weeks since I dropped the last episode, and we need to go ahead and get into why that could be. It is the beginning of the year. One of the goals was to be consistent. One of the goals was to be organized. One of the goals was to make sure the podcast is where I want it to be. So we need to go ahead and talk about why we're not there. So let's get into it. So y'all, your girl has been experiencing situational depression. If you don't know, situational depression is when you feel that depressive state because of a particular situation. So because of a particular stressor, something that went on in your life. You're not depressed, but this particular situation is causing depression. And for me, that particular stressor was my job that I no longer work at. Y'all, the situation at hand has really made me do a lot of reflection. I already reflect as is. It's crazy. I was just on the phone with my brother, and my brother was telling me how I need to reflect in the morning, but I tell him, like, I usually do my reflections at night, but I think I want to start doing both. He really got me thinking, because maybe how I felt last night is not how I feel this morning. So I'm gonna start making sure I reflect a little bit more. But in all my reflections, I date them and I time them, so I know exactly how I was feeling at this time and how that changed from this time to that time, and I can really reflect on what was the stressor, what was the change. So in this instance, I got into it with a coworker. This coworker in question is a male coworker. He is about 3 times my age, so he was an older gentleman, much older gentleman, and the situation was really, really unfortunate, I would say. I'm the type of person where I like to take accountability and responsibility in my wrongdoings. So I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all I didn't do anything wrong, because if I didn't do anything wrong, I wouldn't be sitting here talking about it. So I obviously did do something wrong, but I don't feel like I was the aggressor in the situation. So what happened was, to give y'all a little background story, I work in the service industry, and this particular server, I was training at the time, and this particular server had went and ran my food to the table, and I asked management, is it okay if we me and my trainee run our own food, because this particular trainee had told me how she's been trying to get a job for 3 weeks. She had her orientation about a month ago, and she was really trying to get into the swing of things. So I know people about their money, so I'm about getting you your money. So I'm trying to make sure she gets all the hands on that she can get. So the management told me, yeah, I understand, that's fine. So I went and told the server, like, sir, this is what we gonna do. This man, and he has a reputation, y'all. If you know, ask anybody who worked there, they know. He gets in his feels real bad. So, which is okay, because I'm all about advocating for emotions and advocating for your feelings, but there's a right and a wrong way to do things. You know what I'm saying? So I told him this, and he catches, the biggest tutu ever. So he goes back into the back of the house and proceeds to start talking cash money to the management. I'm talking about cussing about me, all this, that, and the third. He didn't realize that I was right behind him. So I'm hearing everything he's saying. Baby, what's the issue? So one thing leads to another, y'all. This man done called me a B word. This man done called me out my name. Mind you, he's right here. This how close you yelling at me right here. If I would have took one step up, oh baby, we would have been kissing. That's how close you is to yelling in my face. I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've grown to be very calm and collective, I feel. But one thing you're not going to do is disrespect me in my face. I'm working on my self-improvement journey, and I'm here to tell y'all I have not matured yet to the level. I have not grown yet to the level where I can let somebody holler at me in my face and I'm going to walk away. I admire you if you can do that. If you can do that, please let me know in the comments how you do that. What is it that you do? What was your journey like? How long did it take? But right now, at this very moment in life, I'm not there. So you're yelling at me, I'm yelling back. At this point, you done called me a B word, so I done called you one back. that's what's been going on. That's why your girl hasn't been as active on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all of that. But I'm pulling myself out of that funk. One thing about them doors, baby, when one closes, another one will open. So I'm just pushing myself out of that funk, pushing myself to just keep doing better and just to keep going forward, because I know deep down inside, I know that God has something bigger for me, something greater for me. I have been wanting to leave that job for a very long time. So I feel like this was God saying, all right, girl, let me give you that push. And baby, he did. So that's where we at now. So what's new, y'all? So I started my second semester of graduate school. I'm getting my master's of education in mental health counseling. The semester has been trying to kick me down, y'all, but it's going. I'm actually enjoying the classes. I have 2 classes. I'm taking hybrid courses, so it's some online and some in person. I really do prefer that way, just because that way I can work, and that way I can kind of work at my own pace and move a little quicker if I need to, or move a little slower if I need to, just things like that. So I really am enjoying the courses. I'm taking a human development course, and then I'm also taking a education and Black history course. So I've been vlogging for y'all since the first week, so that'll be something to look forward to, so that y'all can follow me on my graduate school journey and see all the volunteer stuff I have planned and all that good stuff. So that is something that I'm really, really, really passionate about. So I'm very happy that I have the opportunity to really narrow in. I have more time on my hands now to really search for jobs, or look for jobs, or volunteer opportunities that cater to what I actually want to do. I will say though that serving, if you do want to do counseling and you're in your undergrad or you're in your graduate school coursework and you don't know what to do, I do feel like serving is a good job, especially to get those interpersonal skills together, those communication skills, empathy, active listening, all those things. Like I already felt like I was good at it, but in comparison, I was terrible to how I am now. Like I am amazing at those things, and I can only get better, and I'm only going to improve. So I feel like it really is important to listen, to understand, rather than to respond. A lot of the times when we're talking to somebody, we just want to give them what we have to say. We want to give them our thoughts, to the point we didn't even listen to what they said. And that's something that I learned and I grew as I started serving, because you'll have a lot of the times where you gonna think the customer is out of their mind, but you can't show that, you can't think that, no, none of that. So I feel like it gave me a level of professionalism that I did not have before. So if you are thinking about it, go ahead and do it. I think you should. I think you should at least give it a try. Don't let anybody tell you it's not a real job. Anything that's giving you a paycheck, baby, and you're not selling your morals, you can do that. Don't let anybody talk you down. So you want to serve, you want to bartend, you want to do something that's a tip heavy job and not really base pay, then I suggest you go ahead and you take that leap of faith and you try, because it really will improve your skills. Okay, what else? So today will mark day 10 of your girl going to the gym. Come on now, me in the gym. I have been saying I was going to go to the gym since maybe like 5 years now, y'all. It's bad. I haven't felt this unfit all my life, like for real. And it's a really big misconception that skinny girls can't be unhealthy. Baby, you're living proof right here. You can be skinny, you can be small, and you can still be very much unhealthy. You can still be very much unfit. And that's the story of the girl's life. But not no more, because I'm changing that narrative, okay? I've been in the gym. I'm really trying to primarily focus on my lower body, and also my core. Everybody's been telling me, oh, Deja, you need to do your arms too. We gonna get there, y'all. Let me one step at a time. Right now I'm focusing on the legs and the core, and then I say I'm gonna start incorporating in some arm exercises, like full body workouts in the next coming week, because this is just the second week I'm on right now. So I definitely will, but I've been going every day, and I've been also vlogging that for y'all. So I have a lot of wellness content coming your way, okay? School, gym, yes. So a lot of wellness content. I will say the hardest thing about the gym is just getting up and going. Ever since I went that first day, I literally look forward to going to the gym. going to the gym is something I look forward to. Can you freaking believe that? Like, I'm telling my sister, like, yes, sis, I'm going to the gym. And she like, okay, girl. Like, yes, me in the gym, yes. And I really have been really enjoying it. It's very, very therapeutic, especially because I have a lot of time on my hands, and I've just been trying to find more ways to be productive and more ways to be healthy, and it really has been making me feel better. I already feel better, and like I said, it's only been about 2 weeks, and I already feel better. So it's one of those things where just get there. Just get there. The hardest part is getting there. And before you get there, if you're not a gym girly like myself, I'm not somebody who's super educated in gym equipment. So I have a phone, just like you have a phone, you have internet. I went on Pinterest, I went on Instagram, and I looked up workouts. Like I looked up workouts, beginner, intermediate, expert. I looked into it. I Googled, I did everything I needed to do, and then I went ahead and saved everything that I thought that I could do. Things that I thought, maybe I could do this, maybe I could do that. So that way when I get to the gym, I can refer to this for making sure my form is correct, or I can refer to this to see how many reps and how many sets, things like that, just so you're not going into the gym overwhelmed. If you go in there and just start looking at everything, you're like, oh my God, what do I do? So I went in there with a plan. I made sure I went in there with a plan so that I didn't feel overwhelmed. And another thing is I went at a time where there's nobody in the gym. Now, eventually I feel like I will work up to the point where I can be in the gym with other people. But at this very moment in time, it's just my boyfriend and I. We go like early morning so that there's minimum to no people in there. And we just go and we get it in. So I have really been enjoying that. So if you're thinking about your fitness journey, this is your sign, girly. Go ahead and start it today. Yeah, y'all, those were my biggest updates. School, work, and gym. That's really what your girl does. But like I said, I have vlogs coming for y'all. Workout vlogs, school vlogs, things of that nature. More updates coming. But I do also want to tell y'all that I have decided that I will be changing the schedule of the podcast. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at .mind.you, and I'll leave it down below so that you all can be aware of the new scheduling. I want to make sure that I am persistent. I want to make sure that I am organized. I want to make sure that I am on time for y'all, punctual and everything, because the podcast is my baby. I love doing this, and I really have missed y'all. So I really hope y'all miss me as much as I missed y'all. And we got some new content coming. Be ready and be prepared for the next drop. It's gonna be two videos on one day, and it's gonna be A, the workout vlog, and B, the school vlog. So y'all make sure to follow, subscribe, and everything so that you get those updates.